Hope you're doing really well.
Hi.
I wasn't for a while. Basically, we're at Mallet's Cottage today in beautiful Cornwall near Nar Point, and on the way back round, well, we're in Veryan really, I suppose. Is that probably the right way?
Yeah.
And we're behind us is a wonderful, interesting little abandoned ruin that tells a fascinating story because it's Phoenix history. We're talking about Mallet's Cottage, so stay with us and we're going to talk to you all about it on the other side. But yeah, I've got to recover. It was a bit sketchy coming down. Most people doing it.
Bit of a dusty cliff edge.
You could,
decline.
Yeah, basically, it was one of these ones where you're right by the cliff's edge. It's a normal path, like what most people do, but my word, I was genuinely, absolutely like there was moments where I know most people are going to laugh when they're watching this, going, "Well, I never had a problem with it." I'm like, "Well, I did."
You were telling me to shut up. Right?
Yeah, I was really,
yeah,
I know. In a polite way, I was, by the way. Yeah, I was trying to concentrate because basically, I'm just going to tell you now, it was really dusty, like really dusty. And you know when even you got grip on your shoes. Testament to Sophie, by the way, which wasn't filmed, where you slid, didn't you, a little bit?
I just get a bit behind you.
There's me panicking, going, "Oh, like this is dangerous because we're all going to slide," and then there she goes behind me. But we've made it, and we ain't going back up either. We're going the other way around. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry because a lot of you probably done this, going, "What are you talking about?" We've picked a really dry, bone dry day where the ground is just dry, dust, and we were right by the edge. Anyway, I talk too much.
It was fine.
See you on the other side. Well, everybody, welcome to Mallet's Cottage. Beautiful little fisherman's cottage, which I told you has got a fascinating story to tell. Now, what's interesting about this place is that on top of the sort of like perilous it was, journey down, Sophie has a bit of a chill, bless her. This also uses a place for people to camp out overnight, and actually it must be really interesting when you're here hearing the wind howl and stuff. But yeah, what a beautiful view to wake out up to when you sort of like get out and you go, "Oh wow, that's amazing." Maybe if some of you have actually visited it, like I said before, just let us know. Let us know in the comments below. So the story of Mallet's Cottage basically starts with a man, ironically, called Mallet. Basically, he was known as a fisherman in the area who'd migrated to Cornwall from Australia, leaving his wife behind, and then seeking a life of solitude by the Cornish coast. Mr. Mallet landed in Cornwall and he settled in Veryan, which is literally just up the road where we sort of spoke about, and then started working in the Lake Truro harbour. It says Truro once had a harbour which led down to the River Fowl, which if you see our videos we're going to be covering a little bit of, by the way. And then it says since living in Veryan, Mallet didn't feel quite at home and wanted to be more secluded, which saw him working along the coastal path, which is infamous really around here. Well worth it. We've done a few sections of it, and obviously as you can tell we're mostly knackered and drained from that. He said that from the moment Mallet's Cottage was built, he started fishing from the hut on the path with a boat down by Mallet's Cove. So Mallet's Cove, as you can probably imagine, is down there, which is a wonderful, beautiful, the water down in Cornwall is absolutely amazing at the moment. So yeah, beautiful, crystal clear. And basically obviously given Mallet's Cove as well, and then returning to Veryan on weekends to see his wife. And then it says fast forward 120 years and Mr. Mallet's great granddaughter Tina Mallet wanted to know more about her family roots, so she set off from Bristol and hitchhiked her way to Cornwall in a moment that was meant to be. It says that her driver who picked her up was none other than the National Trust farmer for Nar Head. So Nar Head, obviously, depending on whatever videos come out, we've done the RSC post, which is also called Veryan RSC post, and we've done the Starfish decoy site as well here as well, and there was obviously National Trust owned as well. But here we are on this wonderful piece of solitude in a strange way, this fisherman's hut, and you can see that it probably would have been 2 floors, or at least, well no, it wouldn't have been 2 floors actually, this would have been the roof. I can't imagine, well no, maybe it was 2 floors, you know. We know that these holes normally associate with wooden beams. We know there's a chimney here, that chimney goes up. as you can see. So I'm assuming it might have just been a humble little 2-floored building. If not, it was just this floor and then the roof, but maybe the roof was for obviously sleeping quarters, you can imagine, and obviously, like I said, the chimney's there, but who knows. I'm not as this is Phoenix history on this occasion, I've never done a fisherman's hut that's actually been worthy of actually telling a fascinating story, so we've had to come all the way to Cornwall to tell it. But beautiful, made out of the local stone, which in Cornwall's case I think is granite in this occasion, and you can see the wooden beams. Some of these are newer. This one's obviously a newer edition, but that one looks to be quite old. And then you can see this beautiful sort of like, it's concrete in essence. It's sort of like a light type of concrete really that's here. And then you've got this beautiful fireplace, which I'm assuming if I tuck under, I can actually stand in it. Look at this. Oh, wow. Standing in the fireplace, which I'm assuming would have kept him very, very warm. And there's a little section there as well. I wonder if that was for sort of heating food, cooking food, or for drying out the fish that he caught. That's a nice little cute little thing that there. You can see it's like a little, almost looks like when you go to these abbeys, you see them little serving hatches. It's quite similar to that type of thing. God, I'm pretty geeky, aren't I? Serving hatches, sorry. Sophie, the wonderful, come with me please, come here, join in the fun. Bless her. We've been very busy in Cornwall. I've been taking much time relaxing, aren't we? Hi. What do you think?
It's really cute. Can't blame him. It's lovely.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We'd done the research before we came down here, and then we found an official, beautiful, really good official story to do with it, and it was wonderful. We thought we'd wanted to share it with you, because sometimes people can just walk past this and just be nonchalant about it, but when you actually understand the story of it and what it tells, it's fascinating, really. And it's what Phoenix history I like to think is about, telling these minute, interesting stories that already have probably been covered by many people, but for us, it's nice that we get to share it with some of you who probably never have even heard of this story before. And for people who have, hopefully you like the video. But it's lovely, isn't it?
It is lovely.
Yeah.
It's a sweet little cottage.
Question though, would you sleep here on a night?
No.
No, I don't think I would actually. Although it's cute, you're perilously near the cliff.
Yeah.
And I can imagine on a windy day or windy night even,
Oh yeah, at night.
if that wind's going to take you and you're gone. And that is the cliff down there, by the way. There's a beautiful, beautiful little bridge that crosses over to continue the walk. By the way, we went up this walk just to sort of stop anybody from questioning how sketchy it was, and that doesn't do it justice. But you saw us walk down that anyway. Walk down part of it that I could film without literally going. Anyway, in immortal words of Phoenix history, as we stand in the light, there we go. Any other final thoughts, do you reckon, on it? Come down.
It's just, yeah.
But be careful. I would.
Be careful, yeah.
Yeah, it's not one. It's one of these ones that is a bit sketchy, so please be careful.
It's a nice walk round, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a circuit, so it's quite nice.
Yeah. Beautiful Veryan in
Yes.
Cornwall. Take care, everybody. Much love to all of you out there. Feel free to check out Sophie's Instagram page in the link below, because you'll have some amazing photos, I'm sure, of this wonderful place. Don't really like that story of Mr. Mallet.
Yeah.
Not Timmy Mallet, Mr. Mallet. A very different Mallet for some of you who would recognise that reference. People of my generation, especially. Ready?
Yes.
Cup out.